We are in Zechariah 14, and there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not a train coming to run us over, okay? There is light at the end of the Zechariah tunnel. If you don't have Zechariah 14, if you want to, as I always joke and say, put your cuticles in the air, our deacon George will be happy to pass that out. And some of you don't have that, so go ahead and just raise your hand if you didn't pick it up when you came in. Lord willing, we're going to jump into the New Testament next week. I know you think we've been in the Old Testament forever, and I think we're going to jump into the New Testament and look at Matthew 24 and 25. And we'll start working our way through prophecy in Matthew 24 and 25. Any questions? Any questions before I jump in? I always want to say I'd rather spend time answering your questions than telling you what I think you ought to know. So a good question is where great learning starts. And even a bad question is where great learning starts. So I shouldn't sound it that way, because then people will go, I never want to ask a question because you'll think I'm stupid. We are all stupid about some things. We are all ignorant about some things. I get into a plane, my son is flying, and I don't, even though I swaddled his diapers and swaddled his bottom, I do not tell him how to fly a plane. That's not, I have no knowledge of how to fly a plane, even though I've been on a lot of planes. My son is the pilot. So I would just ask him ignorant questions probably most of the time. And he says, Dad, it's like this, so it's the same thing with my phone. When I ask him to fix it, he says, Dad, it's like this. So I got it. Lorna, were they ever able to fix Ron's phone?